Hello everyone, this is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
This is A-Game, fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Hello. Well, I was fast today, y'all. I'm done sending out my little notices and stuff. Ain't y'all proud of me? Y'all proud of me today? Hey UFO, hey Ebo, hey Malika. How y'all doing today? I know sometimes y'all see me rubbing my hand and hey Jean, hey Tiger. I be rubbing the scales on the back of it because I got eczema and it shows up in the wintertime on the backs of my hands, particularly my left hand. And I always have to lotion it. And I make sure to lotion it extra before I get on camera and be a rusty hand, be the ashy cure. Hey, C. I'm doing pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna try not to hold everybody too long. As you can see, the title, ask not what this space can do for you, interrupting the pattern. And what am I talking about? Thank you, Ebo. Say, gotta set it off right. Try raw organic honey for that problem. You mean like spreading it on my skin? Is that what you mean? It's not real bad eczema. It's just kind of get on my nerve a little bit. I can't complain about eczema because I know people with really extreme eczema. So I really can't complain. I really don't have eczema by comparison. Oh, okay. You mean rub it on there? Oh, okay. Maybe I will do that. So, by the way, I baked me some bread today. I have to bake my loaves of bread now. What are we on a farm? Anyway. So we can see the title. Ask not what this space can do for you. Interrupting the pattern. What am I talking about? I'm talking about, and this is something that I touched on yesterday, with being a content creator and being mindful of what you say in this space, because you never know how people are resonating with what you say, how they're taking it, how they're internalizing it. You don't know if they take it seriously, if they just think it's entertainment. You don't know how people are taking in this information. But that's not it. That's not all, rather. I also want to talk about coming into this space and the reason why this space no longer functions as the healing mechanism that it once was and could be. And that's because everybody that comes into this space now wants something from the space rather than wants to give something to the space. We got people coming here now that just are doing one of these without putting in any work, without contributing so that other people can actually benefit off of what is being done on anybody's platform. See, you getting up here jumping in front of a camera is not content. Just because you recorded it and uploaded it, that does not make what you do content. Getting up on being here for 3 or 4 hours in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, 8 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours with a whole panel and arguing, that is not content. And it is not helpful to the space. It's not helpful to the people in the space that come here in order to get some help. The people that come here to gain some insight, to get information, to maybe get clarity on some things. It's one thing to be compensated for content. It's quite another to want to be cash-apped and paid for arguing on a panel with whomever for the next 4 hours to provide quote-unquote entertainment that's masquerading as content. Uploading your very first video ever and then talking about Cash App me. For what? Because you coming here to get something from the space, but you're not coming here to contribute to the space. This is a pattern with black people. The channels in this space that get the most clicks, views, likes, whatever, are the ones that keep up the most mess. Tell me I'm lying. The channels that don't got nothing to offer but a bunch of messy conversation, arguments, and rhetoric, empty rhetoric. These are the channels that get the most views, clicks, likes, whatever. And what's going on with that is black people love reveling and wallowing in the problem, but they don't like solutions. They'll sit there and say, well, what's the solution? But when the solutions come about, nobody wants to stick around and listen to that, because the solution to a problem implies that there must be an action. And black folk avoid action like the plague. You want to patronize channels that don't do anything but cry and whine over what women have done, what they do, child support, this, that, and the third. Now, are these things problematic in our community? Yes, they are. Do people have a right to talk about the stuff that's problematic to them? Yes, they do. However, the issue, it becomes an issue when nobody wants to move past that. These are old recycled talking points for the last 5-6 years. More than that. Longer than that. You got channels trying to talk about how you supposed to. It's from one extreme to the other. From how do you get rid of your desire for women, which is unnatural, all the way to being a simp for women, which is also unnatural. Black folk love extremes. You either quote unquote militant, which is all cap. Because unless it's something wrong with you, you're a man that want women. Whether you can get them or not is another matter. Whining about who they choosing. Whining about, which one of them you can't get, which one of them you can, how hot are they, this and that. And the vast majority of you don't even care about the so-called gynocracy or feminism or how these women think. You just want to get laid by the hottest one you think you can get. And you done with it. I doubt there would even be a manosphere if most of you lames and maggles was getting the so-called woman you want. This space wouldn't even exist. And you swear down it's not about women. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because let y'all tell it, you got the money, you got the education, you got the profession, you got the leisure down because you passport bros and all of that. So you got all that. So what you worried about? What you talking about? If women don't matter and all that matters to you are those things and you have those things, what are you whining about? What are you complaining for? You don't care about the women being feminist minded or what they do to the children. You prove you don't care about them. I ain't being no stepdaddy. I'm not gonna be no mentor. And you prove that you're not gonna be a mentor by getting here on YouTube and spreading any misinformation that'll get you the most likes and the most live viewers in the chat. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. You will try to tell men to go against their nature as men. You gotta avoid all women. And the men that's saying that ain't avoiding no women. Let them tell it they be in whole relationships up here capping. It's all cap. And I'm about tired of it personally myself. How you gonna tell men to go against their nature? How do I get rid of the urge for women? That's a stupid question in and of itself. You don't get rid of the urge, fool. And even asking a question like that lets me know that you don't even have discipline of the self. You don't have self-discipline. No wonder you have women problems. The best of women only submit under structure. Structure requires discipline. But too many of you in this space don't got no discernment to line yourselves up behind somebody that you have crowned your Messiah that don't even like you. Proves to me that your discernment is way off. But this is what we like to do as black people. We like to sit around and have echo chambers of all our problems. But when somebody come up with a solution to the problem, nobody wants to hear that. Everybody is deaf, dumb, and blind. See no evil, hear no evil. All you want to do all day is spend 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 hours in a whole circle jerk about struggle stories with chicks who had it the worst with a woman. You still identifying with the struggle. This is just not a racial struggle you want to identify with. Now you want to identify with a gender-based struggle. You keep finding struggles to identify with rather than finding a struggle to overcome it. Because you don't know who you are without some type of monumental struggle on your shoulders. You don't want to overcome what's going on with you. Because if you want to overcome the struggle, channels like mine, you can say what you want to say about my next statement. You can say, oh, she hating on folks' numbers. I don't care what you say today. Channels like mine, DS1, Bishop, Ronan's channel when he start his, AM's channel, all of our channels should be flooded with you. We're sitting up here presenting to a male-dominated space an herbal solution that helps the health of men, specifically men, not women. Men, not unisex, men. We shouldn't be able to keep A game in stock. And this isn't about selling it. This is about the concept of bringing something that'll help you and you don't invest in the help for you. We talking about heal before we build. How to get true self-improvement, not just superficial improvement, but improvement on the self. You don't even want to hear that. But you got folk running around here talking about he ended the gender war. If the gender war is over, what you still want to talk about a circle jerk about how bad women are doing you for then? If the gender war is over, stop talking about genders. If the gender war is over, why are you still talking about genders? This space was supposed to be a place where black men came to get some clarity, to get some information, even at times to get things off their chest with one another, to have some camaraderie, to build some brotherhood. When I came around, there were only a few scant women around, and we were here under the support of the brothers. That's it. Speaking for myself, I wanted to see the brothers come together in brotherhood. And for a while, it seemed as if that's what was happening. But somewhere along the line, once it was realized that two things could enter the space, all y'all purpose went to hell in a handbasket. When it came to the understanding that you can make a couple of dollars and that women would actually come to the space, your whole mission changed. You didn't want to hear AM and the masculine mercenaries say, hold the line, keep the pride. You didn't want to hear that. You didn't want to hear about true accountability. When Brother Sheep Stay Sleep start turning the mirror to the men, you want to take shots at him. Same thing with the bishop. When he started talking about what the men may need to come up on, what they may be falling short on, and how they may need to improve things, then you want to take shots. You don't want to interrupt the patterns of failure and dysfunction. It always just be a few that be willing to fall on the sword for the cause. This is just like what happened in the civil rights era. You had a couple of martyrs. And then you Negroes went back to doing what you was doing, like them people didn't spill their blood. After Malcolm X got assassinated, you Negroes cried for a minute. You went back to eating pork. You went back to having no discipline. You went back to doing all that foolishness that he had spoken against and that you said you was down with. You didn't honor him by keeping up on the trajectory. You went back to the same foolishness, somewhere po-mouthing about what ain't happening for you. You don't want to interrupt the pattern of dysfunction and failure because you like it. Let's just call a thing a thing. Call a thing a thing. You don't know what you would do with your mornings if you couldn't come to YouTube and hear the daily piss and moan session about what women are doing or not doing. You wouldn't know what to do with yourself. And when we come up with something that actually consists of a structure, we even have a product that you can put in your hand that will do nothing but help you. But you know what Negroes' problem is? Man, I ain't buying that. They just want some money. Not even thinking about, well, this is something that actually will help me physically. My health. You'd rather go get a gas station pill or run up Walgreens or CVS or Rite Aid or wherever and get them little 5-hour energies so you'll crash all day. You will buy anything that they sell you, but you won't come and patronize your brothers. You need to be taking A game so you can think. Did I go too far? I don't think I did. Thank you, Dion, for the cash out. You don't want no structure. This space is the gynosphere. It ain't no manosphere. This is a gynosphere. All of y'all. All y'all. You just want to go back to the matrix. That's all you want to do. I'm going to keep on harping on it. Anytime it's a group of men and don't nobody come up with no structure, that's a whole side eye from me. You're operating on gynocentric demon time. That's the only conclusion I could come to. You're operating on gynocentric demon time. The absence of order is chaos, always. Y'all done lined up behind somebody that don't do nothing on their show really but tell women off. This is what you've lined up. You done hitched your whole wagon to a platform built on telling these HOEs what the deal is, what it is, and where to get off. Meanwhile, giving pushback to heal before me. That's a gynocentric term. You get all the way up out of here with that. Because I don't know nothing more gynocentric than arguing with a bunch of chicks every day. I'm a chick and don't want to argue with them all the time. Here we are, day after day, night after night. Giving you the cure. Why do you think my channel is named the Crimson Cure? You think I came up with that just out of the blue with no thought? Because see, I was always about getting to the solution. I was always about getting to the cure. Because 10, 15, 20 years from now, we don't need to be talking about these problems. At least let us be talking about a different set of problems, at least. talking about you want to, this is the time to go to hit the mainstream. So you want to be validated by the industry. Just say that. Shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep. Just say that. We over here getting validated by the people though. Because see, when I start my Ask the Lioness call-in show, it's not going to be about arguing with gynocrats. It's going to be about actually attempting to give people a little bit of clarity, a little bit of insight on their lives and their situations. I'm not trying to get validated by the industry. People are out here needing help, not rhetoric, not entertainment. You get entertainment on Netflix. You get entertainment on VH1. You get entertainment on TV. You can get entertainment on the internet. I'll talk to you in an entertaining way, but I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to help you. I don't know that I have a whole lot more for you. I think the only thing that I got for you is if you want some solutions, you actually want some help, you want some clarity in your life, you want to be able to break down your life in manageable parts so that you can actually go ahead and finally resolve the issues that you've been struggling with. Then you come to the masculine mercenaries. If you just want to be entertained, get in the chat room, clown, you know, and when you turn it off, you know better off than you were when you turned it on. Matter of fact, you might be a little worse off. You go somewhere else. Playtime been over. Playtime been over. If nobody else wants to push the conversation forward, we're going to push it forward. You don't need permission. I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission any day. Not waiting on anybody to tell me when I can help my people. Wasn't waiting on no green lights from nobody in this space. I don't care if you do call yourself an OG. Is that what anybody thought? That we were waiting on permission, or that we would be a bunch of bandwagon jumpers? See, I don't need to hashtag somebody else's name in my content, in my titles, in my tags to get a view and a like and a click. because I don't ride coattails. It's a bumpy ride. It ain't a smooth enough ride. So in any case, I think that's all I got for you today. It's about all I got for you today. Speaking of solutions, cures, putting something forward. If you don't have this, you're slipping. What is this? You might say, first of all, today's show has been sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. All right. So what everybody needs to do right away, like snippety snap, is go into the description box. And yes, I said snippety snap. And click the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. Get your 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10, because we are about solutions. And this is a solution for men's health. So guys, you get you some A-Game, and ladies, get the men in your life some A-Game as well. You'll thank yourselves, and the men in your life will thank you. And at this point, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.